back in the workshop for a reveal. This is an old one, but a great one. Loved getting this one back in from the customer. Customer's having some problems with it. We went through and did a complete rebuild on the inside, did some updates on it. So we've got kind of new innards with the same outer look as before. But we'll go through all the changes, let you see videos obviously for for the owner as well as for anybody interested in the work that was done. So the chassis is a metal chassis that was done, I want to say 2 to 3 years ago, when the first run of these Replicas SSObs came out, the OB Princess hilts. I did a set of 4 of these in 4 different metals: aluminum, copper, brass, and bronze. This one is the first one I've ever had back in my hand, which I've really enjoyed, because I actually really enjoyed doing the design and the work to get this out originally. Getting my hands on it a second time has just been so great. We went through and updated it. It is still a single button setup as it was before. On the hilt, the brass knob is the chassis retention. It will go and pinch against this sleeve here. Red button obviously fits against that. When sliding the chassis in, just as it was on the original build, take out the red button plunger that's there. You'll slide this down in, which right now I have a blade plug in, until you see the switch line up. Tighten your thumb screw, and then you just lightly snug this back down so that it's able to come in contact with the actual switch. So the chassis internally has been overhauled. There used to be a pin here and a pin here that would hold the plastic internal chassis to the chamber and then hold the sleeve to the actual plastic chassis. Those pins have been done away with. You'll see that this is now a set screw, as well as this is a set screw. And then the other side, you don't actually have any usage on it. They're both empty on that side. This is kind of snug already in terms of the sleeve. However, if as the owner you want a little more hold this sleeve on, this hole here, you can line it up with the set screw that's in there, twist the set screw backwards just a bit, and it will come up snug against this. And then you'll probably, never really be able to pull that chassis, that sleeve off the chassis itself. Right now, I do have it loosened up for the demo. We'll pull it open, lay this aside. We've gone to an 18350 battery here. We upgraded to a Proffie 2.2. The Proffie 1.2 that was in there seemed to be having some odd issues that I want to say potentially could have been like an electrostatic discharge. But there was just some weird stuff going on, so replaced the board. We've also upgraded to a stock V3 from what used to be the original TCSS blade connector. Let's see, 22 mil speaker, kill switch. Under here is a set of accent LEDs. These are the 2020s, and there's 10 of them under there. There is a pixel in the bottom of the chamber and in the top of the chamber to kind of dual light that crystal and give what will be a beautiful reveal. We'll show you in a second. Some accents here, these rods, and these rods show through the openings on the sleeve, and then actual wiring for the chassis itself. You'll get speaker board positive as well as the main pixel positive coming off the battery here, kind of going through as a bit of a show through. So we'll slide this back on and then fire it up.
This weapon is your life.
So here you can see there's some of those rods that were there. That's the battery wrapped in red so that it kind of gives a show through those windows, other rods, and then the wiring. You'll see here the 2020 accent pixels. I've got them set up in kind of a 3-segment display for this font, so hence why you get like a little bit of the blinking and whatnot. You'll see the chamber lit in a very nice steady blue. standard Obi-Wan blue, pretty much on all of the fonts that are here. Stayed very canon in terms of fonts. They're all Obi, just different eras of his life. We do have swing on, twist off. You'll see me do the twist off a lot because pressing and holding for the button for this demo purpose probably just takes a little too long.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
So the accent strip will have a different animation for each font. This one looks like it actually comes to the middle and goes back out. Actually, that one goes all the way across and goes back, compared to the way it's programmed to actually work. And when it fires up, you get some nice flashing and jittering back and forth, and the crystal picks up a flicker.
This is General Kenobi.
This one, I'm not sure if you're going to like the kind of greenish yellow that goes into that crystal. I'm still on the fence. I might change that one up myself. I put it in there and wanted to see what it looks like. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, I'm more than willing to change it. I'll fire this one up. So it scrolls red when off in a slow fashion. It goes to a little bit more of a blood orange, and it scrolls faster when on. And then it'll take a little bit of time to slow down.
Ben Kenobi?
Here you see it's a red and green sliding across each other. And it gets a pretty good flicker. Let me see if I can... There you go, the reflection on the board kind of gives you the difference of the red, yellowish. I think it's a green, yellow, green, and some white all mixed into this as it kind of scrolls there.
This weapon is your life.
And then we're back to the original font, which gets some color and animation changes across the 3-segment. And of course you get the blue in the crystal. All of the normal functions for OS 6.7, which is currently on here. And I think that's about it. By all means, if there's questions, let me know. I have tested out all the blade styles. They all work. I'll probably take a couple pictures to post with this video with the chassis in the hilt with a demo test blade that I've got a short one in it. But other than that, that is the refurbed Obi-Wan SSOb.